The year is 1950. The world is recovering from the ravages of World War II, and a new era of technological innovation is dawning. Alan Turing, a British mathematician who played a pivotal role in breaking the Enigma code during World War II, publishes a groundbreaking paper. This paper, titled Computing Machinery and Intelligence, would become one of the most influential works in the history of computer science. It poses a simple yet profound question. Can machines think? This question, deceptively simple, would go on to challenge the brightest minds of the century and lay the groundwork for the field of artificial intelligence. This question ignited the field of artificial intelligence. Researchers began to ponder the possibilities of creating machines that could simulate human thought processes. Turing's work laid the theoretical foundation for what would become a relentless pursuit of creating machines capable of mimicking human intelligence. His ideas were revolutionary, suggesting that a machine could be programmed to perform any task that a human could, given the right instructions. At the same time, another visionary, John von Neumann, was developing the architecture for the modern computer. Von Neumann's contributions were equally groundbreaking, providing the structural blueprint for the computers we use today. Von Neumann's work on stored program computers provided the practical framework for building the machines that would eventually house and execute the complex algorithms of AI. His architecture allowed computers to store instructions in memory, making them more versatile and powerful. These pioneers, along with others, dared to imagine a future where machines could not only perform calculations, but also learn, reason, and solve problems. They envisioned a world where machines could assist in scientific research, perform complex medical diagnoses, and even engage in creative endeavors. It was a future brimming with both promise and uncertainty. The potential applications of AI were vast, but so were the challenges. Ethical considerations, technical limitations, and societal impacts were all questions that needed to be addressed. The early seeds of AI were sown, and the world waited with bated breath to witness what would sprout from this fertile ground. Initial experiments were rudimentary, but they showed promise. Simple programs that could play chess or solve mathematical problems hinted at the potential of more advanced systems. In the years that followed, researchers around the world began to explore the potential of this nascent field. Conferences and symposiums became hotbeds of intellectual exchange, where ideas were shared, debated, and refined. They were driven by a shared belief that machines could be imbued with the ability to learn and adapt. This belief was the driving force behind countless hours of research and experimentation. It was a time of great intellectual ferment, and the possibilities seemed endless. Universities became the breeding grounds for new ideas, and young scientists were eager to push the boundaries of what was possible. The dream of artificial intelligence was no longer a distant fantasy. It was becoming a tangible reality, one experiment at a time. The year 1956 marked a pivotal moment in the history of artificial intelligence. It was a time when the world was on the brink of technological revolution, and the seeds of what we now know as AI were just being planted. A group of brilliant minds, including John McCarthy, Marvin Minsky, Claude Shannon, and Nathaniel Rochester, gathered at Dartmouth College for a summer workshop. These pioneers were driven by a shared curiosity and a vision of machines that could mimic human intelligence. This event, now known as the Dartmouth Conference, is widely considered the birthplace of artificial intelligence as a field of study. It was a historic gathering that brought together some of the brightest minds of the time, all eager to explore the possibilities of this new frontier. It was at this conference that the term artificial intelligence was coined, forever etching itself into the annals of scientific history. The phrase captured the imagination of researchers and the public alike, symbolizing a bold new era of technological innovation. The Dartmouth Conference was more than just a gathering of minds. It was a clarion call to action. The attendees were not merely content with theoretical discussions, they were determined to turn their ideas into reality. The attendees, united by a shared vision, laid out an ambitious research agenda for AI. They proposed a series of projects aimed at understanding and replicating human cognitive processes, from problem-solving to language comprehension. They believed that significant progress could be made in creating intelligent machines within a generation. Their optimism was not unfounded. They had already seen the rapid advancements in computing technology and were confident that AI would follow a similar trajectory. Their optimism was infectious. and the conference sparked a wave of excitement and investment in AI research. Universities and research institutions around the world began to establish dedicated AI labs, attracting some of the brightest young minds to the field. Universities and corporations alike poured resources into this promising new field. Major companies saw the potential for AI to revolutionize industries, from manufacturing to finance, and were eager to be at the forefront of this technological revolution. The Dartmouth Conference was a watershed moment, but it was only the beginning. The ideas and collaborations that emerged from this gathering would lay the foundation for decades of research and development in AI. The real work of building intelligent machines was just getting started. The attendees returned to their respective institutions, inspired and motivated to push the boundaries of what was possible. The attendees had set the stage for what would become a decades-long journey of discovery, innovation, and at times, profound disappointment. The path to creating true artificial intelligence was fraught with challenges, but the vision and determination of these early pioneers laid the groundwork for the incredible advancements we see today. The years following the Dartmouth Conference were marked by a flurry of activity in the field of AI. This pivotal event, held in 1956, is often considered the birth of artificial intelligence as a field of study. It brought together some of the brightest minds in computer science, mathematics, and cognitive psychology, all united by a common goal: to explore the potential of machines to simulate human intelligence. Researchers, energized by the possibilities, developed a range of early AI programs that showcased the potential of this new technology. These pioneers were driven by a vision of creating machines that could think, learn, and reason like humans. They worked tirelessly, often in makeshift labs with limited resources, to bring their ideas to life. These programs, while rudimentary by today's standards, were nonetheless impressive for their time. They represented the first steps towards a future where machines could perform tasks that were once thought to be the exclusive domain of human intelligence. The excitement in the air was palpable, as each new development brought the dream of intelligent machines one step closer to reality. One such program was the logic theorist, developed by Alan Newell, Herbert A. Simon, and J.C. Shaw. This groundbreaking program was designed to mimic the problem-solving skills of a human mathematician. It was capable of proving mathematical theorems, a task that required a deep understanding of logic and reasoning. The logic theorist was a groundbreaking program that could prove mathematical theorems. It was one of the first programs to demonstrate that machines could perform tasks that required a high level of cognitive ability. This was a significant milestone in the history of AI, as it showed that machines could be programmed to think in ways that were previously thought to be uniquely human. It demonstrated the ability of machines to perform tasks that were once thought to be the exclusive domain of human intelligence. The success of the logic theorist inspired a new generation of researchers to explore the potential of AI, leading to the development of even more sophisticated programs. Another significant development during this period was the creation of Lisp, a programming language specifically designed for AI research. Lisp, which stands for List Processing, was developed by John McCarthy in the late 1950s. Its flexible syntax and powerful list processing capabilities made it the language of choice for AI researchers for decades to come. Developed by John McCarthy, Lisp's flexible syntax and powerful list processing capabilities made it the language of choice for AI researchers for decades to come. Lisp allowed researchers to represent knowledge in a way that was both intuitive and powerful, making it easier to develop complex AI programs. Lisp provided a powerful tool for representing knowledge and reasoning about complex problems. Its ability to handle symbolic information made it particularly well-suited for AI research, as it allowed machines to manipulate symbols in ways that were similar to human thought processes. Despite these early successes, AI research was not without its challenges. The limitations of the available computing power and the sheer complexity of the task at hand became increasingly apparent. Researchers often found themselves grappling with problems that seemed insurmountable as they struggled to push the boundaries of what machines could do. The limitations of the available computing power and the sheer complexity of the task at hand became increasingly apparent. The hardware of the time was simply not capable of supporting the ambitious goals of AI researchers. This led to a period of frustration and disillusionment as progress slowed and the initial excitement began to wane. The field was about to enter a period of disillusionment. Known as the AI winter, this period was marked by a decline in funding and interest in AI research. Many of the early pioneers moved on to other fields, and the dream of intelligent machines seemed to fade into the background. However, the foundations laid during this time would prove to be invaluable as they set the stage for future breakthroughs in AI. The initial wave of enthusiasm for AI, fueled by early successes, eventually gave way to a period of disillusionment known as the AI winter. The ambitious goals set at the Dartmouth conference proved far more difficult to achieve than initially anticipated. Progress slowed, funding dried up, and AI research fell out of favor. One of the main reasons for the AI winter was the failure of early AI systems to live up to the hype. These systems, often brittle and limited in their capabilities, struggled to handle the complexities of real-world problems. The limitations of the available computing power also became increasingly apparent. Despite the setbacks, the AI winter was not a period of complete stagnation. Researchers continued to explore new approaches and lay the groundwork for future breakthroughs. The field learned valuable lessons from the failures of the past, leading to a more measured and realistic approach to AI research. The AI winter underscored the immense challenges inherent in creating artificial intelligence. It also highlighted the importance of robust data sets, powerful computing resources, and a deep understanding of the nuances of human intelligence.